What's up, guys? Keith Kalfas, 11 p.m. Just walked in the door from work. Out here making a night video for you. I'm going to talk for a few minutes about being in the trenches in the springtime and being a landscaping business owner or any small business owner, but especially for us, the soldiers. Springtime is you're in the trenches. 20-hour days. I'm not exaggerating. Sunday alone, I worked 17 hours on Sunday, and you can only experience it by walking in another man's shoes. You know that saying? Today at work, I had a breakdown towards the end of the day. My guy's in the truck next to me. I'm rushing back to drop off the landscape trailer to make it to quotes, and I got a customer calling me. I said, I told you I'd be there at 8 p.m. to give you a quote. He's saying, you can't come any earlier? 8 p.m. Are you? I'm like, we agreed on 8 p.m., correct? I said, I'm on a job right now. I can't be there until 8 p.m. He's like, whatever, you know. And to a customer, 8 p.m. for a quote is really late. I said I can be there at 6 a.m. or 8 p.m. And that's really the truth. Is if you're doing meticulous landscape projects and you're the boss and you gotta be there to make sure your guys are doing everything they're supposed to do right, and it's got to go a certain way, you got to be there for every second of everything. So when you know where you gotta be 3 weeks from now on a Thursday at 3:05 p.m. to the minute, you're rushing at 7:30 a.m. today right now, because you know where you gotta be in 3 weeks type stuff. And I never understood why I had an old landscape boss, great guy. He used to flip out in front of us, and he'd start like screaming and slamming stuff around and breaking things, and I'd be like, he's crazy, he's bipolar. And I never understood. I thought he had mental problems, and I didn't really like working for him, and I don't do that stuff. But today in the truck, we're driving back and I'm rushing, and I had 50 million things on my plate at one time. I snapped, and last time I snapped like this was probably maybe a year or two ago in the springtime. I started screaming in my truck and punching my steering wheel with my hand open, going, I'm only one fucking guy, I'm only one guy. Like, I lost my shit, and I just went crazy in my truck. And an interesting thing is, once I got all that anger out, I actually relaxed, and I was like I was crazy. I went crazy. I'm like, I'm glad I got that out, whatever that is. Or, you know, just go behind a shed or something and just punch the ground, because you're doing the best that you can every second of the day, and you're not fudging around for a minute. You are doing everything you possibly can. Okay, so on the reciprocal end of that, I want to talk about gratitude. Have you ever been at a point in your life where a bunch of things went wrong in a row, non-stop, and you were like dangled like over an alligator pit by a piece of dental floss, about to lose or lost everything, and you couldn't take it no more, and then something puts you in a state of fear that's so bad you're shaking, and you hear yourself say for the first time, oh my God, please God, I'll do anything, I'll work my ass off, I'll be a perfect guy, I will do anything, please don't let me go down the hole, please don't let me go down the hole, I would do but you're so sincere in that moment that you actually start, whether you believe in God or not, you start begging God to give you mercy, and you will do anything not to go down that hole. Say a car blows up or your truck blows up in the worst moment, or everything, it doesn't matter what it is. We all go through those moments where, you know, you can think you're king shit, or you can start feeling kind of selfish, or maybe you're too good and you're going to be picky and choosy. But life will make you recognize and put you in certain situations where now you're begging for mercy, saying, I'll change, I'll do anything I gotta do, I'll scrub toilets. Like, those type of moments are key and vital, because those are the moments. It's a healthy fear that makes you snap into reality mode, and you swallow all your pride in those moments, and you will go out and work your ass off. You don't care if your eyes are bleeding and your hands are bleeding. You will work your ass off to make it work. And those are the key, vital, magical moments. It takes a breakdown. That's the name of this video. A breakdown in order to have a breakthrough. And we all have them. And I had one just recently over the last 2 days. Over the last 2 weeks. All my equipment broke down. Both my work trucks broke down. I put a truck in the shop, hundreds of dollars. As soon as I get it out, the other truck breaks down. Then the other truck breaks down. Then the power steering breaks down. Then all the brakes are smoked. Then I got a broken brake line. And then my starter blows. All we're trying to do we're trying to do job sites. The phone is ringing. I'm dealing with customers. I'm running jobs. Dealing with this. Doing quotes. Doing paperwork. Doing it all at one time, like musical chairs. Literally, it's helter skelter. It's unbelievable. And you thought as a man you couldn't possibly do any more work or work any more hours than you're working now, and then the universe throws more at you, and more and more, and just keeps piling it on higher and higher and higher, to the point where it starts overflowing and you have a breakdown. And it's a beautiful thing, because you get tested as a man and you learn what you're capable of. My dog's out here with me. But I just want to let you know, man, just you watch some YouTube videos and it looks all glorious. All small business is helter-skelter. It's not easy. If a company looks all pretty on the outside and shiny and all their nice trucks, wow, the owner of that company must have it made. You go inside of that company and you really sit down with that owner, you find out it's helter-skelter. There's good moments, but there's also moments that it's like absolute chaos. And it's not easy, man. Up at 6 a.m. doing paperwork, up at midnight doing paperwork, answering phone calls, sitting down with clients, everything. And yeah, so I just wanted to get that out and let you know. It's probably 11:15 p.m. by now, and I still have paperwork to do before I go to bed. Still in my work clothes at midnight, 1 a.m. And that's the way it is. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about, man. It's fun, though. It's because you're not alone. You are not alone. I'm not alone in this. And my buddy William owns a tree service. Guy's a genius. He said, Keith, you keep thinking you're special. You're not special. All business owners go through the same thing. The problems you go through and the shit you deal with, you're not alone, man. It's just, I think that other people don't want to, they don't talk about it. They got too much pride and they only tell you the good stuff. Well, it's not good or bad, it's just relative. And the freedom of having your own business, it's worth it every single time. If you want to go punch in for low pay for a boss and only make the same amount of money and never have a chance at freedom, then the price you got to pay for that is even greater. That's a greater price, and that's the price of not having freedom. You know what I mean? There's two doors in life. One is security and the other is freedom. If you choose security, you lose both, because security is an illusion, man. We're out here swimming in the ocean with like life preservers, and I mean, there are really good times in life and gratitude and it's sitting with your family and family dinners and stuff like that. But dude, it is eat or get eaten. It's a dog eat dog world out here, and you have to hustle and be on your grind. Swallow your pride. Do what you got to do to get the job. Be in a when you're giving a customer a quote, be of service. Be like, I got you. I am the guy. You are in good hands. I'm going to get this job done and make it look phenomenal. You don't have to lift a finger or worry about anything. I'm the guy who is going to get this job done and make it look absolutely amazing. You are in good hands. Sign on the dotted line right here. I'll give you a 10% discount right now. Let's book this job. Let's get this done. You want this? You want this? I'm your guy. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. You get that? You feel that? You say, I am your guy, and you find a way to get that job done. I don't care what it is, and bang that shit out, man. Bang it out and get that money. Bang out those jobs, dude. Don't let nothing get you down. Hear my voice is raspy? Bang that shit out and get your money. Make these people so happy that they're ecstatic and they want to refer you to other people. There's no way around working your ass off to the bone that I figured out yet. Even I've got some clients that are millionaires, dude. These people are running their asses off still. Nobody sits around and just goes on vacations all the time. And if they have gotten to that point, that's just another thing to let us dream and say, that's what's making you run so hard, to be in that place one day where you can give back to other people. Things like that, you know what I'm saying? All right, I gotta go. Peace out. Later. Oh yeah, the book, How to Start a Landscaping Business. Right now with no startup money. The book I recently wrote, it's selling really well. A lot of copies are being sold. A lot of positive reviews, especially on the audiobook. Thank you so much for buying my book. Like I said, thank you for investing in yourself. The book link is in the description below, and I'm not just trying to sell more books. I'm just saying I've already given you that. I'm not trying to give you some spiel. I hate being that like some sales guy trying to sell books. This is from the bottom of my heart. People have one out of 20 people have a problem getting the download link with an Apple iPhone. When you download it, you go in your email, you get the download link, and then you go into your recent downloads folder, right? Open it up and open it with the Safari reader. Opens up right then and there, or you play it as an MP3 file. If you have any problems, send me an email. I'll send you a direct link to the book and the audiobook, and I try to be very timely about customer service. I really care, and I'll get you the book. I'll get it to you right away. But 19 out of 20 people, they pay the $7, boom, they're listening to the book within 2 minutes. So, all right, got you back. Later, out.